for the commander's well-being.
Agent vitals have fallen below acceptable parameters.
Let me know if you need us first. Regular duck.
Vital stores have reached an alarming low.
How many times must I say only death lies ahead? Observe. You have been pursued. The time for that is over. Please.
Please seek treatment for bodily trauma soon.
You, my entreaties, were never going to pierce your stubborn will. Not when we spoke before, not when you reached my traps. I should have guessed. There is but one option left to me. To save Arcadia, to ensure the future, we must both die. The time for talk.
Ready to waste them. On your command.
My fellow Loyalists, it is time. Due to the Earth Directorate operatives' continued meddling, we must increment our timetable by a factor of hours, not days. Accordingly, our forces have taken over the monastery. Those I predetermined to be resilient to reason have been executed. The rest should not cause us trouble. I have locked the lift to prevent the agent from reaching the monastery, but the following code will grant you access. 34145. I will continue my work from here, supplying Augustine with everything she needs for our plan to succeed, and delaying the agent as I'm able to. May the results of our actions today secure a more prosperous tomorrow for our sacred order.
It appears Seer Wiley has committed an act of unforeseen betrayal. Immediate intervention at the monastery is advised.
Bad feel about this blind. Don't like being so exposed.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to heaven? The grand plan is the predetermined order to the entire...
Grand Agent! Oh, thank good. A rogue faction has taken over the monastery. To make matters worse, my access code's not working. Without it, I've no way of calling the lift. No, I've known Landon for years. You must be mistaken. If what you say is true, that is damning evidence indeed. But why would he do it? That's a serious accusation. Why would I do such a thing? You seem to be under the mistaken assumption that the Earth... I'm sorry, but we really haven't the time to litigate this issue further. In case I didn't make it clear before, the monastery is currently in jeopardy. Before you leave, there's more you should know. While you were representatives of I know I mentioned it before, but compartmentalization is crucial to the success of most of the Order's operations. I wish I could offer more. If this De Vries is responsible... but I'm afraid I won't be accompanying you. I can't be sure my presence wouldn't alter the outcome of your efforts in prodigious and unforeseen ways. Once you reach the monastery, make your way to the observatory. Go forth as was
Alexandra Monastery is now under the control of hostile
The one Wiley
forces.
designed, right?
Are you sure that rope can support us?
I am 100% certain that its tensile strength is marginally greater than our combined. Right, wait.
Reckon the Order teaches this flair for the dramatic to all their seers? Or is he a special case?
Know that nothing occurs without a catalyst. Today.
Go, lock and load. Just get the signal.
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies. The commander's vital stats have reached an alarming level. Engaging combat protocol. Junction boxes such as these may have wiring that can be detected via the N-ray scanner.
Found another one. Assess.
Architect's perspiring brow. If you try to cite the fourth pillar to me, what? Armed conflicts are not the inevitability you... Oh, and I suppose we're going to pretend the second pillar doesn't exist. I must have just imagined reading Alfred Long's 75 Thesis on... don't look... Actually, an outside opinion might be useful at this juncture. Our current topic is whether war is ever justified. For the sake of time, please keep...
But what if widespread
Then it's... Tell that we're going in circles again. If only we had access to the materials we requested, perhaps we could settle this debate. Return it.
Now's not really the time for a chat. You need something?
I'm not surprised you've returned. Does this mean you intend to assist us? You're in luck. I just finished my third reread. When we're finished speaking, I'll put it in the collection drawer. But do take care with it, especially around the bath. We lose more good books that way. I'm sure I have no notion of what you're referring to. Good for him. About time someone... What my colleague means is, I do hope no one's been hurt, though. I see. That is distressing to hear. But as we in the Order like to say...
Augustine? Sure. She's got a mind.
I will add it has been some time since we last saw her. Not since before the schism, in fact. Why do you ask?
Augustine was obsessed. We explained...
Oh, yeah?
Well, apologies, but gossip doesn't fall under our purview.
I need the...
And I'd also caution against borrowing additional titles. More oddly, he has not returned for his much... Have you acquired the scholarship we asked for?
Of course you do.
As anchorites of the Order, it is our duty to postulate on the universe's perplexity. Thank you. That anything else we can assist you with?
Confronting threat. Promoting senior healing yourself now. Not ready. Please try again later. Engaging hostile variable.
Ready to take the heat off the commander. Let's stay with.
Ready.
Combat! Hey! Got a distraction for you!
Based on the available map of the monastery, this would be the abbot's private room.
For a monk, our friend's sure not short on amenities.
And whom do we blame when a student fails? Why, their instructor. The stalwart agent arrives. Through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them. Leave through the other door, however, and they will die, screaming in abject terror. But how could you call yourself an Earth Directorate agent if you allowed that to transpire?
All right, what's the call, Commander? Right. The Seer and DeVries have to be stopped.
Based off the number of existing casualties.
Praise high probability. Wiley trapped us here. He let some others go, but didn't even give us the chance to surrender.
He's lost his wits! Keeps going on about his puzzle in the research wing upstairs. That must be where he hid the key to...
Wait, where are you going?
This room appears to be a repository for knowledge. It is likely we will find the material requested by Anchoresses Brun and Chow here. Engaging hostile. Standing by with life support.
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
diminishing.
Appreciate a little help, Commander.
Do you have my back?
Soon. Warning. Entering the observatory will result in the deaths of the hostages. Proceed with caution. State, deceased. Initiating brief consolation. Consolation. You tried.
You, already. You were supposed to take at least twice as long to deal with the hostages. Is there anything more grating than a guest who arrives earlier than expected? I can clearly see your other companions. Evidently, I erred in my estimations of conducting a civil... Hold a moment. According to the math, in no universe is it possible for you to have solved my puzzle and saved the hostages in such a short... You mean you ignored them entirely? But that would mean... No. You're an Earth Directorate agent. Such callousness, it's outside the scope of your heroic index.
That's the commander's nice way of saying, putting an end to your bullshit.
Architect, preserve me. This wasn't supposed to happen. And this, after you already slaughtered Clemens and Svoboda. No. No matter. Augustine already has the coordinates for the peace talks. I will simply have to... I predicted.
Riddle me with bullets all you like. Hey, got a distraction for you. I'm the one you need to worry about.
Clever little sprat. Think to destroy the projectile. I will...
Flashing before my eyes, Commander. Revive!
Knew you had my back.
Taking cover. Not walking this off. Stand me back up.
I have grown worse. I fear this. The last thing. Use the methods we... What if all was going... Consider that...
We should return to the incognito. Get on over to the location of those peace talks. God will beat DeVries there, but we ought to try.
I assume you had a chance to speak with Landon. That is, Seer Wiley.
Ouch. Not exactly the tact I would have...
I require a moment. I won't keep you. You are welcome to collect the experimental weapon back inside the observatory, the Oracle. May all your future endeavor...
Avoid it all. I told him he wasn't going to make it. Is this why Wiley both spared him? Because we're all...
Oh, thank the architect you're finally here. I've scarcely breathed while hoping you... Since you aren't a refugee...
The Protectorate have only been told a watered-down revision of Order philosophy.
Algorithmic...
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
Mercy. Exclusion zone entry is respectfully discouraged. On advisement of the abbot, under good authority from the seer.
Unspecified dangers are predicted in these areas at an indeterminate point in time.
Your compliance for the continued safety of yourself, family, and our friends is greatly appreciated.
Stranger, the Order bids you welcome, but also warnings.
Guess we start discussing strategy.
The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor.
Should we consider going in with a plan this time? Or is it going to be another improvised? Stakes are high. If DeVries sabotages the peace talks, war will continue. Don't need to be a seer to divine that.
Should Agent DeVries succeed, current trajectories suggest a massive spike in civilian deaths throughout Arcadia. Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its underbelly. Be advised, in the absence of Victor, status deceased, and his explosives, Agent DeVries and her team will be committed to a frontal assault. Some of the station's security automechanicals may also be operable and may attack both your team and hers, Commander. This unit is Additionally, per the Earth Directorate manual, when
Always up to a race in erratic fair.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make DeVries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of our own Phantoms? Good. Would have been a shame to...
confirming coordinates for greater tranquility. Proximity to a rift of that magnitude is not advised. Some light dissociation from reality may occur. Able to identify ship affiliation. Further investigation is advised.
Good evening. On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue to begin our negotiations for peace. That said, it is deeply regrettable that matters on Golden Ridge have not been resolved. But I will now graciously allow the Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders the floor.
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow councilors share those grievances, but we are here in good faith. Peace between us will allow us to contend with the rifts. A true
Conrad, protect the console at all. It's you, is it not? The one Agent DeVries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late. I do not appreciate the threat in your tone. I know well what you let...
We need answers, now. How we extract those answers, I'll leave up to you, Commander.
You do no such thing. And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths buy Agent DeVries and our comrades the time they need, so be it. You're mistaken if you think we'd make it easy for you. We're trained, I'd have you... But it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent DeVries is right. The...
What's that on the monitor over there? Could be important. No way through that fence except in pieces. Let's find another way around. Just imagine
Sovereign is regarded.
we need to find us a fuse to get this whole thing operational again.
This is good. If the Protectorate's own leader is beyond his depth, he and his ilk won't anticipate an alliance.
He's not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the Protectorate in this state will be something like wrangling a galloping breadworm.
I am unfamiliar, but I presume that to mean it will be without exertion. If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The Sovereign, guiding him, is as ineffective as you've suggested. But his advisor, the Consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are solely his influence.
Solely? Your previous Sovereign was rather draconian himself, if your own history books are to be believed. Do not act like the current rock from nowhere.
I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people. But instead, I suggest we pivot our discussion back to the real matter at hand. After some quick mental calculations, I do see merit in your last declaration. It was astonishingly logical, in fact.
How charming that I've surprised an esteemed man such as yourself. In turn, I wish to thank you for toning down your bloviating. I feared we'd still be here next fiscal quarter.
Yes, you must be quite busy between product launches and counting bits. But I will be here as long as it takes to ensure the order isn't taken advantage of by duplicitous actors.
Processing. Over here! Free hole in the head! Hey! Got a distraction for you!
I'd like to discuss your efforts on Paradise Island. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Our observations suggest that matters have been delicate.
The Protectorate's accursed relay destroyed our peaceful, liberated town of Fairfield. Their madness killed many and crushed our productivity.
A tragedy. One that could have been foreseen. Perhaps it is for the best, then, that you did not manage to bring the refugees of Westport to your door? Yes, we heard of...
Let us turn our attentions once more to Golden Ridge. Our troops still demand answers for the unprovoked attack on Outpost Opportunity. What will you do to resolve this?
Firstly, I'd like to re-establish that we, the Order, did not attack. A rogue proctor by the name of... did. Her dastardly plot was killed and she was promptly executed.
So the Order is capable of decisive action. I had doubts after hearing about your monastery. Countless, brutal murders at the hands of a seer, was it? How was he not stopped?
The carnage was counted and thoroughly documented, I assure you. And again, the culprit was promptly dealt his own end. I do not appreciate insinuations that we allow chaos to run rampant on our watch. Chances are high that any erratic variable is a result of your people's meddling in our affairs.
Next week, I want to blame for all of your
According to my analysis, neither of our parties has enough goodwill with the other to proceed directly to an alliance. A swift end to the war is highly improbable.
You had to run a quaint predictive model to come to that conclusion? Did your numbers give any insight into making this more worth my while?
No time to lob. Eyes up. If our intel's good, we've got more trouble waiting for us ahead.
The deceased here appear to have died due to sudden cranial perforation. Theory: there may be snipers ahead. Related activities.
We'll go no further. This next shot.
Watch your vitals!
Protocol Syringes Prime.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Firing.
This unit patiently awaits repair.
Don't move.
Resuming hostility. Entering a confrontational state.
Commander, I'm the one you need to worry about.
Giving up. I can hear you scampering around like a sprite.
Power benefits available at your purchase.
I can hear you scampering around like a little sprite.
Guns locked and loaded. Let's get this thing.
Atone for your logical fallacies. you doing down there?
Commander, you are dying, which is not advised at this time.
I can hear you scampering around. Have you given up?
We're so close. One elevator ride away from having the breeze in our crosshairs. Finally.
By the end of this. Is this really what you want? It'd be foolish to even consider an alliance when you so clearly wish to bend Arcadia to Anti's will. Should the fighting intensify, and it shall, it will be due to your pride. Presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar already possesses the foresight necessary to lead a colony and better its people. Until you acknowledge this, I fear we will never reach an accord.
Foresight is nice.
Law, there they are. Right out in the open. Best speed this up. We can't have gotten long before DeVries goes through with her plan.
But there are promising employees rising in the ranks.
So you think that your people should rule? You certainly have, strength in numbers indeed, but Arcadian matters are best suited for Arcadians. We actively...
You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander.
It's over, Augustine. Nowhere left to run. No more lies you can peddle or people you can burn. Your rewards come due.
Ibarra, I was unaware of your survival until recently. Believe it or not, I was happy. You could have done anything with your life. Shrugged off the bad memories. But now you're both here to meddle. Law knows why. I did suspect it was your work. I've no interest in continuing this little reunion. What happened in Horizon Point, well, these delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late. Seems that hibernation's only made you...
I think twice before making light of those 10 years you stole from the commander.
This hatred's unbecoming, Niles. And you'd both be fool. I am so close. With the right data and the prototype rift modulator hidden away in a but like the Protectorate before them, Anti's choice must never have access to that technology. You should. We can't let Anti's ilk obtain the prototype or the rift data from the Earth Directorate satellite. Combining them means they'd have the Order alone should have this power. They can be trusted to close the rifts. But if they you know who these corporatists are, how they deal with their competitors. The Order must not sacrifice their principles for a childish attempt at peace. If they don't complete the mission...
Enough! I've got all the answers I needed, Commander. She's gone over the threat.
You think you have it in you to pull the...
Had 10 years to Give the order, Commander. Commander, this is for Wade.
Do what you must.
Enthusiastically neutralizing friendlies. The Agent of DeVries has been terminated. Due to acts of betrayal, service honors may not be awarded posthumously.
Station's not gonna hold up against that rift for long. We need to get back to the incognito now. Now. That rift's not getting any smaller. Come on, Commander, huff and puff it.
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, have entered their final stage. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of you are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Analyze this data. Law will...
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander is now released from any and all agent guidelines. The full parameter. The agent has full authority to handle the mission in any manner they see fit. No exceptions. I have also detected competing the surveillance data from the acquisition is required. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate Rift data. The archive studies have shown that popular cakes, such as those consumption of such products, is not recommended. This unit is not programmed to challenge both Auntie's choice. Coincidentally, it seems they feel they owe you their lives and have asked to meet with you at their respective headquarters. Returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander? This unit strongly advises against randomly pressing buttons on the astrogator, unless death is the... Acknowledge. It is... You've also received a message from Auntie's Choice. This unit can relay its contents. Greetings, morally gray potential contractor. You've been pre-select. Report on board the ACS. It appears you now have permission to visit Auntie's Choice headquarters aboard its flagship.
So, that's it then. DeVries dead, justice served. Galaxy still needs saving, but we'll get to that. Am I that transparent? I once thought DeVries the upper limit of what an agent could be. Certainly everything now she's dead. By our hand. Thought I'd feel relief or something akin to it. But mostly I just feel unbalanced. Like a mech with gimbals on the fritz. DeVries earned her grave, sure enough. So why does killing her feel like... Hell, I don't know, damn. And here I was hoping I don't suppose you have any advice on how to move forward from here? Yes, Commander. Yes, appreciate you making time to listen to me, John. Might need a few to work through my thoughts, but I'll be ready.
In the distance matches the description of the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. The Rift modulator should lie within. Protectorate control of Praetor has largely been achieved through the maintenance of a blockade. A survey of Praetor indicates there may be an alternate route past the blockade via the Automech factory.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Need to assist with agent's health needs.
That almost sounded like...
Fuck! Mortar fire! Move!
That's one hell of a wall. Going over or under is out of question. But what about around?
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
That doesn't sound like anything I'd like to meet up close. Feels good to be back in the saddle, don't it, Val? Kind of reminds me of our days in Nyx's orbit, dodging Protectorate patrols. You remember that?
Error. Memory not found.
Ah, well. That's all right, Val. I'll just have to do the remembering for both of us.
Engaging hostile life forms. Attention, Commander. There may be valuable parts at this location that can improve this unit's functionality. Performing a thorough search of the automech factory is advised. Should you wish to maximize the building as indicated.
Let the paradigm worry about tomorrow.
You lot couldn't hit the wrong side of a prayer. I'm the one you need to worry about. Electrical damage. Failing.
They covered! That cover spot looks...
Get the water and I'll take care of him, Commander. Combat! Over here! Free hole in the head!
Protectorate personnel, only beyond this point. Leave immediately. If you are not.
Entering a confrontational state.
Tough to, but I'm not ready.
Zero life forms detected in hangar. Enthusiastically neutralizing
Inside for an important announcement from the council. Attendance.
It'd be more surprised if it was optional. At least that explains where everyone went.
Trigger finger's still tight!
to an anomalous event. The interstitial hall and exhibition tower is off limits for the foreseeable future.
Subjects, listen well. His command, I, Emery Thoreau, I address you today not as the consul, nor, but I cannot do it alone.
Comparative analysis of the consul's speech to that of the dictators. Dictators suggest a high likelihood that a coup has occurred.
The Sovereign's a downright dove compared to the Council. This is gonna be bad for everyone.
Those tears as I call upon you to stand tall with renewed zeal. Together, we will finish our sovereign and purge Arcadia. Those who seek harm us. We shall claim victory and step into the prosperous future our matriarch promised.
Just give the signal. Got some bad company.
They really just left the modulator out.
Well, let's say we avail ourselves of this more security.
The prototype rift modulator has been removed without proper authorization. Lockdown initiated.
To the unsubtle thief. It's not every day that someone is fool enough to break into the... I'd be obliged if you would regale me with the tale of how you managed to get this far. Sprat caught your tongue? So be it. We can...
says.
Unidentified engaging.
Below acceptable parameters.
Not walking this off. Standing back up. Let's wreck him.
Now that you have the Rift Modulator, any previously inaccessible rifts could be worth revisiting. Rift.
Moment of your time, Commander. Remember that matter on Cloister I mentioned earlier? Well, since might be hard to believe, but 20 or so odd years ago, I made a mistake. For many years now, a former colleague of mine's been in a remote spot called Reasons Pass. I try not to think about regret or remorse. Her research was unconventional, surely. She was as well. I think with both, we could right things, get the Order back on its intended path. Of course,
This unit is rated for extreme temperatures, like those found on Cloister. However, occasional stalling may occur.
Whoa, Val! Watch where you're pointing that shooter of yours. You've been pitching a little unevenly.
Since the fastball incident of '97, automechs are not permitted to participate in tossball games,
leagues, or tournaments.
That means your aim's been off. What?
Me or the good commander here catching any strays.
When attempting to capture a stray animal, engage in crossfire rifles.
It appears we've dealt with all of them. That wasn't.
Soldier, please assess your pain on a variable scale of 1.
Your command.
soon.
A hell of a fight took place here. Guessing the Protectorate won.
Providing a host of health benefits.
Locked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Good thing we nabbed that drift modulator for Kratos. Should come in handy.
You there. You need to leave. This is a holy site. Non-believers are not welcome.
Given how entrenched the Protectorate are here, we ought to consider a strategy. Crossing our fingers don't count. If neither the Order or Auntie's Choice have managed to breach these fortifications...
Now that you have been duly and repeatedly warned, consider an alternate means of access to avoid certain death from direct Protectorate and...
Yeah, I can see that. But let's say we entertain other options, just for grins and giggles. Void it.
Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
Prudence dictates. We repel. Invasive elements.
In our sense of community, they sneer at our contentment.
Assessor Ostergaard making a mess of things again.
Danger.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say whip.
Good luck, hit the boss. Hey, got a distraction for you.
Not getting up without help, Commander.
Health benefits available. As indicated.
Will you have my back?
Remember, all subjects under the guidance of the console provides, the system abides.
Potential.
Daydreaming on the job? Mental Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
Prudence We repel invasive
You are the raw material for perfection.
Landed on a hostile planet day 35. Oh, were you... Why, after only just 2 weeks on my own, ascertained... Oh.
The console provides
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies. Seek treatment for bodily trauma. Engaging Aesthetics Appreciation Protocol. Ooh. Ah. What a
Caduceus,
visually
not
pleasing
detected.
facility
Entry
and
kindly,
or
yet
outdoor
firmly
space.
declined.
What was in those rations? Not again. Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease? Forgive me, I found...
Pardon us if we don't shake hands.
So do I need assistance from someone with substandard, non-protectorate medical training? Thank you. I am the Archive's current operator. As such, I am the bearer of the... I still have trouble saying that. Certainly. I recognize I am in no position to bargain. If you have cleared our fortifications outside, I worry what has happened to our troops. I would pass the Caduceus on to you in exchange for granting me safe passage. The Archive would then recognize you as its operator. All right. Here, you are now operator of the Archive. Congratulations. Be warned, you may find it a temperamental machine. Some maintenance may be required. Is there a protectorate cure to this house? I feel rather...
Caduceus detected. Alternative operator postulated. Concluded. Organizing replacement. Greetings, Sentient. Welcome to the Ark. I am Ueniac. With the aid of my operator, I, a non-sentient inorganism, marshal vast computational resources across the moon of Cloister. Effectively, my tone and demeanor are carefully my express programmatical purpose to optimize profits, to maximize the needs of, to attract them.
A little percussive maintenance might not be out of place here. I've got a...
Beg your pardon. How may I best facilitate your efforts? Perusing contents. Anatomizing diversiform, an impressive accumulation of rift data. Similar in composition. Information with the potential to offer. But why simply huck goods better? What is the aim of your query? The previous operator, Assessor Ostergaard of the Protectorate, pursued to perform similar calculations of larger scale in 25.7 years, and any job over 2 decades is billed by the hour. calculatory processing presently hovers around 49.7%. In order to improve calculatory processing of Rift data in a timely manner, repairs must be made to address the damage done by Protectorate and Auntie's Choice operators. Oh, those skills will come in handy here. I am unlocking access to the Underlands. Cold storage will require repairing thermal transfer is technically optional, but rather advised.
Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern. Return later to discuss the remaining subsystem work. And soon, everything will be wrapped up.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Nothing says death trap like a bunch of literal corpses. Careful now.
Engaging hostile.
Get the water in, I'll take care of him, Commander.
Emergency
Can you imagine? Can you imagine what it must have taken to build something like the Archive? The engineering alone is unlike anything I've ever seen.
Combat! Over here! Three holes ahead!
These guards didn't see us coming. Something's inside.
To retrieve key data in cold storage in its present state requires a series of manual...
Reminds me when I found you, Commander. Practically frozen stiff. Less dead, though.
Data brick identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor controls. There, perform a manual override to allow extraction.
What just happened? I didn't do... Wait! You out there! What did you just... Please, come talk to me. I'm... What in the name of the matriarch? We've been trying to restore these systems for weeks. What did you do? You'll be on your way. You appear out of nowhere. Guards, would you mind us...
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies.
Enemy
Got a distraction for you.
Don't like the sound of that at all.
Not yet charged.
Extraction initiated. Proceed to the rail operations platform to reposition brick for export. Note, Protectorate troops have become alerted.
A pugnace and sponge. Go through them if necessary.
sort of...
Engaging hostile life
Data
forms.
brick now in position for export to the archive. Initialize the final transport command at the Data Gateway station
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just stay with. Well, let's hop to it, shall we?
Everyone you need to worry about. Over here! Free hole in the head!
This unit's capacity for engaging discourse has reached its constraints. Consider relying on your portable wireless to fill periods of awkward silence.
Our enemies envy our prosperity.
The operator has
We
returned.
reject individualism in all its many forms.
Cold storage is operational. In Europe, I am unsealing access to the archive's upper levels. There, you will need to
Punch processing may require the services of an exterminator. Someone good.
I have unlocked another display case in the central entranceway. The tremor cleaver.
Consider choosing between the reactor or punch processing as our next destination.